Hello everyone, my name is the Emerald, and I've just come out of just recording the live stream video. I'm just going over like what happened in the live stream. This one's going to be a big leak that came out like basically once that ended. And it has to do with the Nova Flare. So if you don't know what Nova Flare is, it is basically a system where they will enhance certain characters to be at least up to standard with the current patch, at least just better from what they usually were. I think they should be like up to standard with the new characters, but to them it's just they're better, right? So yeah, we have gotten leaks on what our third batch of characters is going to be. It's coming out for anniversary, and we'll get to the list in a second. So remember, first our list was Kafka, Silverwolf, Blade, and Jinglio. I think only two of them were like 2.5 were like substantial. Kafka was a really good buff to Dot. I think it was really good. Silver was a really strong debuffer for some teams, so she was pretty universal in any slot in. Defense lower was great, was a lot better. Being able to guarantee which element you were going to hit on enemies was good. She was solid. Blade was okay. I think I do like the change they did to him. I didn't like the whole attack HP hybrid thing they had for him. It just made no sense to me. But I do think that overall, I think his damage is just kind of lackluster still. There's just better HP related teams. And Jinglio definitely got the worst of the bunch. Even with the changes, she's still like really not great. You're really forcing to use this character, which really sucks. I do like this character, but what can you do? Then our second set was Sparkle and Black Swan. Sparkle is become one of the best supports of the game with this change. She's become more universal. She's mainly for Sparksy, but come on now, she's good. And Black Swan is a really nice a way of reintroducing her back to Dot. She was basically like the first person to go if Dot got a new character, and now she is now no longer the first person to go which Dot comes out, unless it's like that busted, but we'll see. Right? So we got our third set of characters coming out in version 4.2, and part of the list is good. So the list goes Firefly, Sela, Welt, and Huohuo. Okay, so how do I put this? Half of this list is good. I really think Sela should have gotten it way earlier on, but better late than never. I think Sela's is definitely a character that definitely deserves to get buffed. She was the first ever eliminated character, and she has suffered a lot. She has suffered through a lot. Hunt was just always given a bad name, still has. There's just no real reason for it. And if she can't kill an enemy, she is basically worthless. Simple as that. She needs to kill an enemy to really get going, and just like that's not good enough. So hopefully they like increase her damage, make it to where like she can just get that extra turn whenever she wants, whenever you use skill, make her less skill point hungry, things along that nature. We'll see, right? Maybe Monocon will be back. Who knows? I don't have Silverwolf, unfortunately, but we'll see. Welt is also really cool. This marks the beginning of them doing standard banner characters, which I am very interested in seeing. I think a lot of standard characters have potential to be good. Mostly like Gepard, Bailu, bringing back like these two sustains would be really good for new players. Clara is not too bad of an option. I think Bronya would be really busted. Yangqing, we'll have to see how they handle Sela. If they handle her well, then this will be a great character to see get buffed. Himeko, I'm not shocked they are not doing Himeko right now. I assume they'll do it later on. I hope so. But that one might not be too bad. She is already okay. She's pure fiction. So maybe she'll be a little better. And we'll see what Welt does. The other half, I'm not so much agree with. We'll get the one I hate the least out the way. Huohuo. I understand why they picked Huohuo. She is pretty old at this point. I do think that like healers are just starting to slowly become like really hard to like justify outside of like specific unless they're like very specific for team compositions like Hyacine, right? The problem with Huohuo is I don't think she's like buff warranted, if that makes sense, right? Look at every other character, right? Look at every other character. The biggest problem with these 6 were they had like self-dividing traits that it was really hard to run. The only reason Black Swan and Kafka were not absolutely just like gutted was because Hislin's came out earlier to make her warranted, right? Like Blade was almost unusable, Jinglio was unusable, Silver was like very iffy and too random to count on. Sparkle was only good on Quantum. Like there is problems. Ho is still solid in some team compositions. I think she is still pretty good, right? I wouldn't say she's like my first go-to support because Dongheng PT and Hyacinth exist. But for for third teams, yeah, she is a good option to pick. I don't think she's bad. Like she's better than I think Ling Sha. I think she's much better than every other healer every other healer that's out. Like that I didn't mention, like Lula Cha, right? Like Lula Cha, that's it. That's all comes to my mind actually. Yeah, like I think she's better than Lula Cha. I think she's better than Gallagher. I think she's better than everyone else here. Like yeah. So for her to get buffed is a very interesting choice. I'm not like fully against it. I am curious to see what they'll do with it, but I also am not like saying this would be like the first pick. I don't think that's the first option I will go with, but sure, that's what we'll go with, right? Now let's go to the one I absolutely don't understand and absolutely despise. Firefly. Why? Why are we buffing Firefly? I don't get it. The reason listen, I do not like Firefly as a character. I do not. I like Sam. I do not like Firefly. But the reason I don't get it is because we just got the best Firefly support this patch. The Dahlia. The Dahlia makes Firefly actually really damn good. Like even better now, right? It fixes her easier issue, right? I think she really works well with easier Firefly. Works with any Firefly, but it mainly was to help easier Firefly with their skill point negativity. And yeah, it helps you can break even when they're not broken, which is a silly statement, but just follow me on this one, right? It helps with that. You just do more break effect damage. Like she helps Firefly a lot. So why in God's name are we buffing that one character? I don't get it. Like someone please tell me. I don't understand. Why are we buffing Firefly? Right? You understand? If we gotten buffs for people down here before this, I would not be against it because okay, yeah, it's like we're getting to that time. We're getting there, but it's not there yet. I don't think break is that bad yet, and they will keep making sure you have break because if you don't, you are going to fail some team competitions. I just don't, and it's like of all characters, you didn't pick Boot Hill or Rappa, who arguably Rappa definitely needs more. Boot Hill arguably needs it more. It depends on who you ask, but I think he could use it. I don't like it. I really, really don't. I just can't get behind this choice. I don't have any. It's not personal. It's just why specifically Firefly. Like objectively, it makes no sense. Objectively, it makes no sense. Like Jade, Argentine, Topaz, Fushun, DHIL, Lula Cha, Jingyuan, and now the standby characters, which we can say because of wealth, all are better options and need them over Firefly. Firefly is a solid character backed up by a really good team and a really fleshed out one, right? A few Dahlia and debatably Ling Sha, but people have been just taking the Rod Main, just going full hyper carry, fuck you, right? Why are we? I don't like that. I don't like that we're buffing specifically Firefly. If it was like Ron May buff, that'd be fine. Because, oh, okay, it buffs Firefly, it buffs Rappa, it buffs Boot Hill. This is okay, right? If we were buffing Ling Sha, same deal. Do I think Ling Sha needs the buff? Yeah, partially. Because I think her healing is a bit slow because she's basically attacker. She's based on attack, so kind of wish she was more consistent in that. But that's a whole video for another day. Yeah. But no, we're buffing the poster child. We're buffing the child, like the fucking Firefly. Listen, I'm happy you guys are getting buffs. And listen, I'm getting my Sheila buff. So you know what? I don't really care. But it just makes no sense. It just arguably, objectively, makes no sense. I don't understand this pick. Right? If we didn't get Dahlia, I would have gotten the choice. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, I guess she does need it. Yeah, I think the team is being lacking. But no, we just got Dahlia. So, in 3 patches, we're going to get another buff for Break again. Mainly Firefly. Not like Break in general, just Firefly. It's gone from Super Break to Super Firefly. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I absolutely despise it. I hope it's not that crazy of a change. Oh well, no, I hope I don't hope that. I don't hope that either. Because if it's too good, then it makes the Dahlia kind of like a why did we pick her up choice, and if it's bad, it's why did she get buffed in the first place, right? It feels like a lose-lose in my opinion, unless you really like the character, which a lot of people do. So that's why she getting buffed, right? People love Firefly. Makes no sense. Should have been Akron, whatever. I could try telling you exactly what every character needs. I would have to. Welt would be like I would have to make a whole video for that because I would have to look back at the kit. Sela, honestly, the biggest thing is just again increase her damage. Right, her damage has to go fucking skyrocketing to make up for it. Right, this is going to be like the first set of like we're changing this because a lot of hunters at the beginning of the day had this, which. It's just like the weirdest traceability like ever. Just yeah. I hope this gets changed to just being like whenever you use anything you get action advance. That'd be sick. I think this should just be permanent or she should be getting a lot more in this state because it's not great. They're not going to, but I would personally change this like this. I would personally get rid of defense for speed. I think she needs it desperately. The Eidolons, I mean, they're going to change these, but I don't really personally care for Eidolon changes. If you ask me, I think this has to change to like get more damage. This should just be standard. They should move this to standard into her base kit and make it completely different to make up for it. E4 sucks. They could try fixing it, but I don't think they will. And I don't know what to do with E6, but E6 hopefully just makes her giga busted. So yeah, there's that. What are they gonna do with this character? What's the problem with Firefly that Dahlia doesn't fix? The only thing that really comes to my mind is like she's still a little bit skill point negative. So I guess they'll make it to where her skill can sometimes not do that, right? Or maybe she does more super break damage conversion. Like I don't know. Maybe this gets buffed. I don't really know. Like what are they gonna do? Like the character was already solid because she had a good team behind her. So are they gonna make it to where she's good if you don't have Dahlia? In which case, why drop Dahlia in the first place? You know what I mean? We'll see. I assume this multiplier will change. I assume she'll might get more speed. That might be one, right? I think that's like the only issue. Maybe I think sometimes like she like really. Like, she would just take a couple actions, and if you did have E2, it would take forever for her to come back around. So they might fix that. They might make more actions without changing her actual damage, which would be not too bad. I think that's the only thing you can really do without me saying it's like, what, like, you may question the choice. I mean, I already do, but to at least, like, I get why you're doing this, right? Just make it to where she's a little faster. So, like, she's taking more actions within her turn. Because the one thing Brick doesn't have is some form of action advance for the team. Like at least a good form of it, right? They have a lot of speed increasing, but they don't have a lot of, like, oh, this character can go next, right? So, that'd be nice. I think that would be pretty good for the character. It was, like, usually, like, oh, like skill point here, getting energy for the character. Like, look at this was made for Firefly, but no. They're not going to do anything with energy, because Dahlia fixes that. I'm not going to do much with skill points because Dahlia fixes that. A lot of problems that she had were kind of fixed by Dahlia. Like, I don't get it. The only thing that doesn't get fixed is the speed issue. So, like, that's the only thing they can do. Just give her more speed when she ults and have her do more actions. That's, like, the only reasonable thing they should do, right? Maybe change the talent, because I think the talent was dog water. I still don't like this talent. Like, look at this. Lower the HP, less damage. Like, this is fine. When HP 20% lower, the damage reduction reaches max effect. Sorry, they can keep this, but like, yeah, just add more to this talent, I guess. Just make this a little better. Maybe give her some like some more break effect. I don't know. Technique was whatever. I didn't mind that too much. This is fine. I don't really have the biggest problem with that. This is already really good. Maybe they'll increase the limit to that. I don't know. This is already really good. They might increase the multiplier for this. Again, I don't really know what they'll do to buff Firefly specifically. If it was Ron May, I could get it. But no, it's not Ron May specifically. So, I don't know. Welt is, again, I'll have to go to like the whole kit again. I don't really have the time for that. But the first thing that comes to mind is just make his like, yeah, his action delay more consistent, the speed reduction more better. Maybe increase his damage. They want to make him like a sub DPS. Let's see how they go about that. These traits have to definitely change. These traits just fucking sucked. I'm not the biggest fan of these. I think attack should change something else, but whatever. I have to look at his ailerons. Again, I have to look through the entire character again because I haven't used Welt in ages, so we'll see. And Ho, just make her not die, right? Just maybe make her this healing a little better. Maybe increase the energy to a good amount. That'd be nice. This is already pretty good. Maybe increase like how much healing you get off it. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, maybe increase how much energy she gets off that. Maybe make it to where she gets her ultimate a little faster, right? Like she can get her ultimate more consistently, which would help just give more energy for the team and more attack for the team. That'd be nice. Maybe give the team damage increase too. Maybe I'm coping for that one, but we'll see. They can do a couple things with this character. I think, again, I'm not like fully against this choice. Just I wouldn't be saying it's my first pick. So yeah. That's it for this video. These two are really good picks. I like these two. This character is like the first ever banner character, and I think she needs the buff. And this Welt is going to mark the beginning of just standard banner characters and how they're going to buff them, which I think is good. On the other hand, Ho was not my first choice for a pick for healer, but it's not the worst pick. I don't think it's like it's not like they're saying, hey, we're getting a Hyacina buff. It's not like that. So at least it's not like the worst option, just not my first go-to. And this makes no sense to me. I don't get this. You're gonna have to somehow convince me about this one, right? Like you're gonna do a lot of convincing for me. Maybe some easier Firefly users can tell me in the comments why she needs this. With like that Dahlia does not fix specifically, right? Like specifically Dahlia does not fix herself, right? Because if you tell me it's like, oh, she didn't get energy, Dahlia fixes that. Oh, like she was pretty skill negative, Dahlia kind of fixes that. You have to tell me like what Firefly struggles in with like including with Dahlia to warrant that decision, right? Maybe it's like her damage was lacking. I don't know. Like I didn't seem like it to me, but sure, maybe it is. We'll have to see. I don't really get it, but let's see. So yeah, that's it. That's it for this video. I'll probably make a video more in Welts when I actually look more into his kit, because I don't remember what he does off the top of my head. These picks are okay. Not like it's like a 50-50 kind of pick, right? Like it's kind of like this, where it's like, oh, like some of these picks are good, some of these picks are questionable. These picks are really questionable, except for this one. I get why Sparkle got buffed, but you know, should have been a little earlier or later. But that's just me. We'll see how it all pans out. We'll see how this all pans out. So that'll be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.